Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making a chocolate mousse cake using the sponge, chocolate sponge that I made the other day. I put it in the freezer and I took it out last night ready to use today, and it's really nice and moist. I'm just using some cream and also some of the spiced plum jam I made, so I'll be using some of that, some Lindt Excellence 90% cocoa, so I'll be using that as well. So I'll just start now by doing my ganache so that that cools ready. So let's start by chopping the chocolate and put it into a large red mixing bowl, as you'll see why later. So I'm using 1 whole bar of this chocolate, and I'll be chopping it up small so that it's easier to melt when I pour over the cream. So I'll just carry on with this a second. Now I've chopped the chocolate, just put it into my bowl. Now I shall do my cream, ready for my chocolate. I'm going to be using 600 mils of cream in total, so just half of this, 300, I poured in there for the ganache in a minute. So I'll heat the cream up a second. Right, I'm going to pour the heated cream over the hot chocolate. Let that set a minute. Sorry about the noise in the background, the wash machine's on. Anyway, this is rested a minute. I'm just going to stir it now into the chocolate to make a ganache. Right. I leave this to cool now. Now the chocolate's all mixed in, and lumps. It's all nice and smooth. I'll leave this to cool now before I do my next step. And with that, for the next stage, I've got half a bar of chocolate in here, dark chocolate, and then put it into a bowl of hot water to help it melt. So I let that melt. That's for our next step. At the next stage, I've placed the sponge in the bottom of the tray and then pushed it to the sides. But now I want to soak the sponge with a little bit of port. Not too much. And a little bit of the, oh, this smells beautiful, plum jam, plum spice jam I made yesterday. Excuse me a second. Right, I've added some of the jam to the pot. Now I'm just going to spoon this on so that it soaks through. Wash machine's nearly finished, which is a fun thing. Right, and let that soak through first now before I do the next step, which is put the jam on. So let that soak through. Right, that's all soaked through. I'm going to mix the jam up so that it's nice and soft. I'm going to put some of this on. Yay, wash machine's finished. And this already smells delicious. That's just with the jam and porter, I guess. Now I'm going to put this in the fridge now to set for a while. Now, chocolate's all melted. So I'm going to put a load of blueberries in there just to coat them. Now take them out now. Once they're coated, put them on the greaseproof paper. I'm going to beat the other 300 grams of cream in the hand mix. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a teaspoon of instant espresso. So whisk this together now. That didn't take long at all. My phone keeps switching off. So next part now, I'm just going to fold the cream into the ganache. So I put it all in. Get that out now, but just fold this into the ganache. Now that the ganache is cold, and mix this up now. Now it's all mixed up. Beautiful. Pour it on top of the cake, and of course this will set now in the fridge. And get this all out now and spread it about. And spread it all in. And now put this in the fridge to set for a good hour. I'm gonna just do another small ganache. If I don't use it all, I will put it in a tub. But I'm just going to do some ganache now to pour over the top of the mousse. So I'll carry on with this a second. Right, the cream has just heated up just before the boil. So just pour it over the chocolate. And let that set a minute. And I ended up using a whole bar of chocolate because I didn't think a half would be enough, but it's turned out quite well. So I stop mixing this now to prevent any bubbles, and just let this cool now and be ready then for the cake. So I let that cool now about half hour to an hour. Right, the mousse looks as if it's set, but I don't want it to crack as it's doing. So I'm just going around the sides with a palette knife, just to make sure it doesn't crack. That's good. Just testing, see if it's not quite set, so I'll put the ring back on it now. And just pour the ganache over. Let that set a second. And now to decorate. So I'm going to decorate with some raspberries. I'm going to use that one. And have some of the chocolate blueberries, which I've done earlier. So here is my chocolate mousse cake sponge with spicy plum and chocolate ganache and chocolate mousse with raspberries and chocolate covered blueberries. I'm going to tuck into this later or tomorrow and let you know what it tastes like. So if you like my recipes, please press like and subscribe. And for all those who's returning, thank you very much. And all the new ones, thank you. Oh, more of these. Now the chocolate ganache is meant to dribble down the sides, but hey, well, it's because it's showing you the cake. Until I see you again, thank you. Bye bye.